Hey, so video from the car. All right, this is night one of sleeping in K-Town, Koreatown, Los Angeles, in my car via what is called the Safe Parking LA program. It's a great organization, and they have a lot of fantastic resources and parking lots across the city that you can sleep in overnight. You have to be out by 6:30 in the morning, so early in the morning, and you can only check in around 8:30 at night. So it's just for sleeping. But the nice thing is, I don't know if you can see here, I have my extension cord. They have an outlet to plug in, which is good for people like me that have medical devices and things that they need to use. And they do have bathrooms. It's a porta potty and one of those little outdoor wash stations that is, you pump the water with your feet, but enough to brush your teeth. They have very, very, very weak but working Wi-Fi, so if you are in a pinch. And my car is stuffed to the gills, but I have my little spot in here. I'm gonna sleep. I gotta go to bed early because if I'm gonna be getting up and out of here early, so not ideal, but it's far better than what it could be. And this is here for helping people who are in transition. And as me and one of the gentlemen that work here, really amazing guy who checked me in and stuff, we just sat and talked for like an hour about, we're both guys that we're both from Ohio. He's an African-American man that has a lot of degrees and been successful, and we both owned homes. We've been, but he used to sleep in this lot before it was part of the program. And we were just talking in general how it can happen to anyone, and how, regardless of your background, where you can end up homeless or marginalized in any society. But we live in the U.S., so we'll talk about the United States. And that's where I find myself. So I'm still very happy and fortunate for my circumstances, regardless of how sometimes it might seem to some of my friends and people that it's not ideal. No, it's not ideal. But a lot of people live in non-ideal situations, and they live in much worse. So it doesn't mean you should be content or happy with your situation, but I think you have to find the silver lining. And for me right now, I'm in a secure place, and I know good things are around the corner. And so this is going to allow me to hopefully get medical treatment here and have better resources than I did in New Mexico, which already within a week or so being here, the resources are abundant compared to New Mexico. Now, the flip side of that is everything here is more challenging in some ways, whether it's driving around for traffic. The tax in LA, what we'll say, well, there's taxes that are going to get you, but when I call the tax, it just means like kind of the proverbial tax of what it takes to live in a place or anything. And I'd say here, to appreciate all the resources and everything, you have to realize exorbitant rents. I mean, rents that are just, there's some places in the world that are higher, of course, San Francisco's and different places, but very high. And if you're not making a wage that is comparable, or I should say livable to the circumstances of the city, you're going to find yourself in some dire straits. There's a big gap between all these wealthy here and the people who are even working, and maybe not even with chronic illness, that are unable to make enough to live in a viable home or something. So, we can't. My whole goal of this is just to bring awareness to how this can happen to anyone, and how you never know what's going on around you, and try not to judge those who are going through certain things. And maybe even without, take a step farther, if you're not judging, but go and reach out and be kind to those people, and treat them the same way that you treat others, because you know, circumstances for everyone can change, and we believe that it can never happen to us, whether it's homelessness, whether it's illness, whether maybe it's depression for somebody. Just things. Life doesn't have guarantees. The only one, what? Death and taxes, right? That's what they say. So keep that in mind and be thankful for what you have. I'm sure everyone is. I'm still tremendously privileged based on even my circumstances now, and I try to make sure I recognize that every day and every moment of even some days that are hard, and it's what gets me through. So whatever gets you through, and apologize for the quality of this video and for the rat's nest on my head and the way I look these days. I think this video is going to be one that's all no's, right? All right. Wishing everyone out there the best, and thanks for following.